welcome to Jamming, the show that does exactly what it says on the tin, but louder. My name's Rowland Rivron. These are my drums. What of the band? First up, a man who is to bass playing what Albert Einstein is to playing the bass, Mitch Benn. On guitar, a man with such perfect pitch, rumour has it, he even snores in B flat, Richard Vranch. On piano, guitar, harmonica, he's the star of 101 Dalmatians, Stuart Little, Spice World. Yes, he's friends to all the animals. Hugh Laurie. And on Wurlitzer and vocals, the man who put Roachford in the band, Roachford. He is Roachford, Andrew Roachford.
Well, I bet you wondered how I knew about your plans to make me blue. Some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, you know I love you more. Took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out just yesterday. Hey, I heard it through the grapevine. Yeah, I heard it through the grapevine. Hey, I heard it through the grapevine. Now I'm just about to lose my mind, honey, yeah.
Thank you very much. Heard it through the grapevine, the song that put laundrettes back on the map. In fact, it got me banned from 18 in North London alone. Now, some of our older listeners have been complaining we haven't got enough for them. So later on, we'll have rap for the over-80s with our over-80s hip-hop collective, the No Solids crew. But who is jamming with us today? Well, my first guest is an actor, a method actor, and the method he uses is pretending to be somebody else. He's worked with stars like Bob Hoskins, Jessica Lange, Gina Davis, Helena Bonham Carter, and Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, the list actually stops there, but no matter. Despite all that, he was still prepared to come here and sit in with the band today, all because of a love of music and a Polaroid I own of him mooning to Princess Anne. It is, of course, the fabulously talented Hugh Laurie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for, thanks for coming in. I know you've got a very heady, busy schedule.
Enormously busy, but it's a great and extreme pleasure.
Yes. Hopefully to be here.
Yes.
No. What about your filmic finest moment? I mean, you know, if you were pushed or drunk very late at night at a party.
I suppose the highlight would be, probably the best thing that's ever happened to me would be, I would have to say, is watching Stephen Fry try to ride a horse when we were filming the title sequence of The Blackadder. I think if I ever laugh half as much as that again in the rest of my life, I'll be a lucky man.
Good Lord.
It was my idea, too. I said he should be on a horse. And they found a horse, and the horse's name was Thunder.
And what about the saddest moment in film?
I had to ride the horse as well. It was very bad news. Yeah.
Good. Okay. And the piano. When did you realise you had a talent for the piano? Obviously, when you'd mastered it.
I don't have any talent for the piano, but I did learn it briefly as a small boy. I was taught by Mrs. Smith, which is not her real name, but it legally allows me to call her a stony-hearted bitch. And we would work through this. We worked our way through this book of terrible sort of French lullabies, all those sort of things that were designed to drum your love of music out of you. And the only thing that kept me going was on page 26, Swanee River. That was the thing I was aiming for. I thought that was the sort of oasis in the desert.
Yeah.
And when we finally got to page 26, and she turned over the page and she said, Swanee River, Negro spiritual, slightly syncopated. I think we'll leave that. And So we left it, and that was the point I gave up trying to read music or having anything to do with sort of proper musical instruction.
Well, I think we should have another go with the Swanee River. I think there's still some life in it.
Yeah.
Don't you?
And it's very...
Try not to look at the keys. Straight back.
Too much pleasure, too much pleasure.
I think I know where he's going wrong, guys. Here we go.
Way down along the Swanee River, far, far away. That's where my heart is burning ever. That's where the old folks stay.
And that was grade 1.
Yes.
Good Lord. Okay. Well, my next guest comes from a family with jazz in their blood. His first words were Shabbat duva v skaliap mbarabu skidnap budum van zing abbu. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was touring jazz clubs at 14 with his uncle. So regularly was he returning to the family home in the wee small hours that his parents had to install a scat flap. His recording career has been prolific. All of his albums have gone gold, and he has shown that he can apply himself to pretty much any musical style, from jazz to classical to soul, although his long-awaited Oompa album has yet to be extracted from him. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Andrew Roachford. Cuddly Toy, that was a big hit with you. After that song, am I right in thinking that Michael Jackson got interested? What happened with that?
Yeah, that was a weird story.
Not because it's Cuddly Toy and children.
Yeah. See, where are we going here? Where are we going? No, what it was is I was playing in universities. You know, when you start out, you do gigs in a little van and you go up around university. I used to call our band the Polyfillers because we played every polytechnic from north to south, you know.
Yeah.
And we were in a place in the middle of nowhere, and a guy came backstage saying, oh, you know, he kept talking about this guy called Michael who wanted me to work with him. He's like, yes, my boss Michael, he really loves your music and, you know, he liked that song and he wants you to write a song. And I was like, who are you talking about? Who's Michael? It's Michael Jackson. And, you know, obviously I had him thrown out because I didn't believe him.
Yeah.
But then the next time I saw him was backstage at Wembley Stadium with Michael and the whole entourage. And that was after the album was finished. And I was like, dope. As a matter of fact, I invented that word, dope.
Well, look, again, Cuddly Toy, the song escapes me, but can we have a little snatch of it just so to remind ourselves? Oh, yeah.
So you gotta feel for me, baby. Yeah, you gotta feel for me, baby. Oh, feel for me, baby. And give me some love.
Yeah!
Yeah, you gotta feel for me, baby.
Whoa. I mean, that's the chorus, yeah?
Yeah.
There's no mention of a Cuddly Toy there.
I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through.
Richard, what have you got for us first up? What's happening?
Well, Rowland, today I'm going to do 2 songs.
What's up? What's happening now? What are you doing?
I lost my voice.
Yeah, but we're doing a radio show. I mean, you know...
It's okay. I'm going to use the voice inside my computer.
Oh, right, okay.
As I was saying, today we're going to do 2 songs simultaneously, which are pretty much identical. Mitch, Hugh and Roachford, please could you play the Police song So Lonely?
Okay, I think we're going to play the Police So Lonely. Yeah, that's what and I think Mr. No Vocals is going to chip in at some point.
Well, someone told me yesterday that when you give your love away,
No woman, no cry. No woman. No cry. No woman. No cry. No woman. No cry. New jammin', new jammin', new jammin', new jammin', new jammin',
Oh,
new jammin',
God.
new jammin', new jammin'.
Oh, right, okay, fine. Moving on swiftly. Mitch, what bass line are you going to try and baffle us with this week?
Being inherently lazy, I've come up with another one-handed one.
Right, okay.
There you go.
Anyone got any ideas?
It's not an idea, it's more of a theory.
Okay. Don't ever let it become a movement.
Yeah, do it again. Yeah. I think I'm not far off. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, ha. Is it that one?
Never heard Kenneth Williams sing that, but it's still no.
All right, and
I think I know what it is.
Andrew, you think you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
play it again, but
Yeah.
a little bit faster.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Very superstitious, writings on the wall. Is it that?
Yeah, is it that?
No, and I was really enjoying that.
Damn!
Damn.
All right,
I think I know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
good. Ah, that familiar tubular bells. Seems it crops up every week, but it's never right.
One week it will be, but still not this week.
Sadly, not this time. All right, Mitch, put us out of our misery.
Okay, this, bizarrely, is it.
Oh, bite the flipping dust!
Another one bites dust, and another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites dust. Hey, gonna get you too, another one bites dust.
Yeah! Queen, and another one bites the dust.
1, 2. I'm not in love. Just a silly phase I'm going through. I'm not in love. It's just a silly phase I'm going through.
I'm a big fan of Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds, even though Dylan did the original version. Mind you, thinking about those lyrics, Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I didn't have the tambourine down to be that versatile an instrument. I mean, listen to this. Britney Spears classic, Oops, I Did It Again. And then there's this one. The classic Mr. Tambourine Man. Yeah, you knew it. You knew that one. You knew it. And they say Bob Dylan is the greatest lyricist ever. God, where was I? I'm drifting. Oh, yes, the Byrds doing Bob Dylan. That's exactly what we're going to do now. One person doing something else. So, Andrew, what style of music are you listening to at the moment?
Well, I would like to go back to where I started, which is the blues. And I'm listening to a lot of John Lee Hooker at the moment.
Good, yeah, no, that's very commendable. And Hugh, what tunes have you got reverberating around your living room of an evening?
S Club 7 and Never Off My Turntable.
Really?
Yeah.
You surprised me.
Yeah, do I? No, well, they came into my life and they just hadn't left.
Ah, okay, well, there we go. That's something of a challenge, isn't it? Please, pray silence and be silent while we try and work this out. Okay, Harpo's ready over there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, ho, hey, hey. Don't stop moving to the S Club. These are Yeah. I tell you, got to reach for the stars, climb every mountain, reach for the stars. 'Cause there ain't no party like this club party. Gonna show you how, yeah, yo, yeah. Wanna see Bradley swing, wanna see Rachel do a thing. Then we got Joe, she got the flow. 'Cause everybody, here we go, moving on. Don't stop moving to the boogity beat. Don't stop moving.
Andrew Roachford sings S Club 7, courtesy of John Lee Hooker, with Hugh Laurie on, what was it, harmonica! We now turn the tables. Hugh, what musical style sits most comfy on your lap these days?
Welcome to the Starlight Lounge. We hope you have a pleasant evening.
Right, so it's a sort of light jazz cocktail thing.
It's not supposed to sound like that, but it just comes out that way.
That's just, well, you can't help it, man. If it's in you, just let it flood. Let it out. Okay. And Andrew, what songs have shuffled their way to the top of your iPod hard drive?
I've been listening to a lot of Clash recently as well.
The Clash?
Okay,
there we have it. That's the challenge.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, be here till the end of time. Should I rock the Casbah? London calling to the faraway towns. London calling to the zombies of death. White riot, I want a riot. I want a riot on my own. White riot, I want a riot on my own.
Richard, has the fisherman's friend kicked in yet?
No.
No. Well, what have you got for us? It's going to be tricky, I realise, because you've lost your voice, but what can you bring to the table?
I'm going to do I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you. Touching me. Touching you. God, you're touching me. I believe in that thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we could make it all. We'll be rocking until the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh.
Richard Vranch!
And don't you know, and don't you forget it, it's your silly face I am going through.
When you go out and see a band, it's great when they do all their hits. But the real live moment is when they do something different. Who can forget Van Morrison duetting with Morrissey on Brown-Eyed Girlfriend in a Coma? Or the time when Satan appeared on stage with Bros and said, "Sorry lads, time's up." Now we'd like to ask our guest to do something special. Hugh, please, shine.
Yes, I have a song. It's a song I'm influenced by everything, really, and this song sort of reflects that. It's close to my heart and it means a lot. America, 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 America. The States, the States, the States, the United States of America. America, oh America, 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 the United States of America. America.
What was that song about?
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
And now, Andrew Roachford. The hit in '93, what was it? Only to Be With You. Massive seller. Shedlows, Moved. All, I think, in your direction. Something of a modern day classic. What we'd like to do is, we'll do a version of it. You know, it'd be shame, as I say, you know, if you're here, shame not to play it. But let's get that song up and running, and then you'll see what happens.
I used to live my life just fast and free and do as I feel. Right down to the bone, I was a rolling stone. Just wanna be free. But now I think it just might be a little more than slightly changing my views. This is a far cry from what I've known, but all I know, I want only to be with you. 'Cause through and through, girl, I believe in you.
What we're going to do is we're going to get a band to call out some words. And Andrew, if you could just pop them in, that'll be great. To the song, okay? First up, Mitch, have you got a word?
Beige.
Beige. That's quite an easy word. Richard. Oh, God. Have you got a word?
Catamaran.
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 Okay. Catamaran. That's good. I'm going to go with sellotape because I used some the other week. And Hugh, have you got a word?
Flexible rostering.
Okay. So we've got beige, catamaran, sellotape, flexible rostering. Okay, Andrew, it's over to you, mate. Best of luck, mate. Okay, here we go.
Nobody's made me want to stick around so long like sellotape. The way that you do.
There you go, that's fun.
Turn your love on and I feel I'm reborn. I always want you. Sometimes I feel like, hey, no, this can't be white. It's gotta be beige.
Yeah, beige.
I love you longer than a catamaran, and it's more flexible than a flexible roster. Only to be flexible life, flexible rostering.
I'm not in love. Oh, it's just a phase. I'm not in love. Oh, it's just a phase.
There's an old showbiz saying, never book a man who looks a bit like Limahl. It might just be him. The old showbiz saying I remember is never forget your audience. Then Jericho did that once and had to go all the way back to Scratchwood Services to pick them both up. We'll never get them on the show. But here we go for the simple old tradition of shouting. Our audience are going to shout out a word and we'll find a song in which that very word appears. Raindrops. Oh, keep falling on your head. That's bloody obvious. Crab. Now this is what we want. What's that? Crab.
Hang on. Hal has something for us. I'm sorry, I can't sing that, Dave.
Beatles, I am the walrus.
Is there crabbing on the walrus? Oh, there's crabble like a fishwife. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it crab? Photographic business. Crabbing like a fishwife. Photographic business. Boy, you've been a naughty girl. You let your niggas down.
Crab like a fishwife, whatever that means. Yes, we got it. Anyone else? Scaffolding.
You've got to listen to this guy because he sounds a bit angry.
Okay, man on the left.
At least give him some eye contact or something. Yeah.
What did you say, sir?
Permeable membrane.
You see the problem. You see the problem.
I can do your membrane, but I can't do...
Insane in the...
What? Yeah, insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
Insane in the membrane.
What's this? What are you doing?
Insane in the brain.
Insane in the membrane.
All right, Mitch, stop! You're scaring me.
Insane in the brain, Cypress Hill. That's just the only I can do your membrane.
There we go. Anyone else? What? Grass.
Oh, wait, yeah. One of the best songs of all time has grass, and it's towards the end of the first verse, so bear with me.
Okay.
You'll all pick it up there. Get Back, the Beatles.
Yeah.
Georgia was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it couldn't last. Georgia left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass.
Grass, there you go.
Get back to where you once belonged.
Okay, take it down, guys. All right, I can do it again. Go on.
Back to where you once belonged.
Okay, now take it down. Take it down. Well, sadly, jamming comes to an end again. Though, if you've enjoyed listening, don't forget to book your tickets for Jamming on Ice at Wembley Arena this Christmas. So, big kisses to our special guests, Hugh Laurie and Andrew Roachford. And of course, the regular good old boys, Mitch, Benn and Vranch. I remain Rowland Rivron. Next week, the guests include the Irish Elvis tribute act, Galway's on My Mind, and Jennifer Lopez, or Elbow, as we ex-boyfriends call her. Thank you very much.
You've been listening to Jammin' with Rowland Rivron, Richard Vranch, Mitch, Benn, Andrew Roachford, and Hugh Laurie. The program associates were Robin Ince and Dave Cohen, and the producer was Will Saunders. This week, Jammin' was brought to you in association with 10cc's I'm Not in Love.